this space, because this space is your space, this house is your house, it is your tax dollars that goes into the maintaining and the running of the state government and the working that is happening here in this place. So I welcome you, and I want to acknowledge my wonderful staff and interns that are here. If you could just raise your hands, I am going to be forgetful, I'm not going to remember all your names, but they're all here. Without them and without their hard work, today would not be successful. And then I also want to thank a lot of my board members that I see that are here. Please forgive me if I don't say all your names, but I know Danny Lee is here, Amy Nascar is here, Lenora will give you later, and a lot of my board members. So I thank them for their support and for being here. But mostly I want to thank you, citizens of Minnesota. Because without you taking the time and the effort and making us space in your day to come here, to come to the Capitol, today would not be successful. And today would not, and our hopes and our plans for today would not be realized. So I thank you all for being here. And I know a lot of you have gone on tours, did some trainings, we'll do a makeup training, we'll go tour the Capitol, but the thing is that we want to own this place, we want to go into every single inch of this place, and we want to meet people, we want to greet people, we want to let them know that Asian Pacific Minnesotans are in Minnesota, we have thoughts, we have ideas, we can help to make this place a better place, and that is why we're here, that's why we choose to live in Minnesota and to stay here. So thank you all, and we will then start our program. You all to go, a couple of you to go in to talk to me privately. But without the help and support of Representative Joe Mullamy, we would not be able to accomplish a lot of our agenda here at the Capitol. So welcome, Representative Mullamy.
I'm Joe Mullamy, and I represent North Minneapolis, God's country, otherwise it's known. And how many of you are here from Patrick Henry High School? That's a fantastic. My dad taught at Patrick Henry for 39 years, longer than most of you are old. And my understanding is Paul, I think, is here someplace who works with doing a great job on the club there. And as Eileen said, I'm on the council here for Asian Pacific Minnesotans, which I think is a great institution. One of the things she mentioned was budget cuts. We've got to make sure, and those of you from Patrick Henry, you don't have to contact me. I'm already on the side of making sure that we keep funding for these issues for the council and for other Asian issues. But the rest of you need to contact your legislators and the governor's office. Don't forget the governor's office is a major player in here, so you have to tell them about what's needed. There's a lot of issues, for instance, that help very important to the Asian community. One of them is the issue of English language learning, so that we can get more funding for that for people who recent immigrants. Another issue that's very important also for schools is after-school programming. Your Asian Club at Patrick Henry. We need a lot of more of money for after-school programming so that everyone can become part of a working community that we have, especially I know on the north side how important it is. I've also worked a lot with other issues such as job training for people of color. A lot of people of color are getting into a lot of the what might be academic realms, and so technical schools and things like that. And so we're we're trying to make that available also. Also, I've worked on several other types of social issues, the gambling, the healthcare, because there are separate issues for healthcare also for different people of color institutes. And this year, even more than in the past, the councils of color are really working together a lot, which is great news. I think they're really important because we all need to learn other people's culture and how that affects our thinking. A new experience in the way we think about things is really important, and the councils of color work with the communities of color and bring forth what's needed to those of us in the legislature and in the governor's office. So anybody that has input, as I say, you don't have to contact me, but contact your legislators in the governor's office about keeping the funding for the council of color and for these other special programs for the people of color, because they just are part of necessary to make us a complete whole. And Eileen does a fantastic job, but she needs staff too. She can't do everything by herself, and so we need to keep that funding. And again, I thank you for letting me speak, and go Patriots.